Hello everybody and welcome back to the Stellaris version of Ethiopia, where we are apparently losing 35 energy credits a month. That is a little bit on the spooky side. We don't necessarily want to be doing that at all. So, we do have this anomaly. A colossal impact crater hints that something big collided with the surface of this moon once. Well, let's go ahead and research that. Where is our fleet right now? Our fleet is currently in our capital and is currently fully built up. We are at 40 out of 30 naval cap. That's a significant part of the reason why we're losing so many energy credits right there. We also have starbase upkeep going on. Let's take a look here. We do have some resource generation going on these two starbases. Okay, that is good. What about on our planetary surfaces here? That all looks fine. As does that. Okay. Well, we'll just apparently take forever to load that, and these guys are actually currently on their way over to Exilion. So I guess we'll just leave that the way it is. And we'll go ahead and research this too. The debris field which I kept trying to say with, but it's which. ZL1D2 is part of Royals and Swirls under the influence of unknown thingies. I didn't finish reading it. FTL Impact, a massive crater on Withrili 2C, appears to be the result of a collision with a starship. From the size of the crater, we suspect that a ship exiting a hyperlane at maximum velocity rammed the moon for reasons unknown roughly 10,000 years ago. The other science ship, nice name, has picked up residual subspace echoes near the crash, reminiscent of a collapsed hyperparticulate field. But as the ship itself disintegrated on impact, the theory cannot be verified. Well, that's remarkable. So, off we charge forth in hopes of generating some energy credits. We are heading down into this system to grab these 6 energy credits next, which would be really, really solid. Losing all of our energy credits would be a problem, to be sure. We do want to try to prevent that from happening, absolutely. And looks like our planetary systems are, well, we could shuffle some of this around. This guy's growing next, we could do that instead, and then something like that. And then on this world, instead of having this one not be growing and this one grown, which pop is growing here right now? It looks to be this one, this scientist. Okay, we'll go ahead and do this. So we are losing fewer energy credits. There's also this here. Do we have? Yes, we have an energy grid here. We'll go ahead and swap these two as well. So we're losing even fewer. And then there's this one as well. So we'll swap these. It hurts our mineral production for now, but that is okay. We're now losing far fewer energy credits per month. Up is down. As the ESS Investigator passed through the asteroid belt on its way to ZL1D2, Science Officer Unit Y1 reported that the ship experienced a number of sudden gravitational shifts. Ever curious, Unit Y1 dispatched a number of probes to scan the debris field to discern the cause. Nice kerning there, or chemming, should I say. It turns out that the culprit is a number of gravity generators of old, alien make. Sputtering on dying energy sources, well, we know what that feels like, and with their polarities inverted, they occasionally spew reverse gravity into the void, though not with enough force to cause any serious harm. Not anymore. Science Officer Unit Y1 theorizes that the generators once provided artificial gravity for a large asteroid in the belt, but some malfunction eventually tore the rock apart. A disturbing thought. Well, we gain a bunch of science, so that is excellent. Our shipyard here currently has service umbilicals. Okay. So that's designed to have our ships have less upkeep when we're there. That would be nice. With our fleet docked, we would actually be making money currently. So that is excellent. What is our current traditions looking like? Okay, we do not have prosperity. We almost have expansion filled out, and starbase upkeep reduced by 20% would sure be nice. We're currently spending almost 100 energy credits a month on that. So yeah, that would be really, really solid. We should definitely grab this, and then maybe go into prosperity, just to help deal with this. Okay, onward we go. We do want to grab fact. That's a fact. I remember making that pun before. But, you know, pun repetition, that's how you make sure they stick around, the puns. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. We need to get our fleet, apparently, into this system. Is there something here that is not showing up, or what? I'm not sure why we're heading here. We do need to go clear out Arrakis over here. And we just got our 2nd level engineering facility. That is excellent. Let's go ahead and grab the 3rd level mining network for our next. I do like investing in our economy as much as possible. By chance, we stumbled upon a faint alien signal during the survey of this planet. The source appears to be a small object in orbit. The signal contains no message. Could it be a distress transponder? It is a distress transponder. We have seen this event a lot of times. Off we go, though. We are actually almost here to Exilian. This is a kind of mediocre system. Would require a fair number of minerals. We do have a pretty good surplus of minerals going on, though, so that's good. We can also upgrade some of these facilities, and so we shall. And we definitely want to upgrade this one last, since he's not even built yet. Mummified pilot. The mummified remains of a single individual belonging to a previously unknown mammalian species have been found drifting in high orbit over Detinal 7? Definal? That's a T. That's a T, that is. Detinal 7. The being is dressed in what appears to be a flight suit, complete with a helmet, and may be a fighter pilot that ejected in some ancient battle only to be forgotten and left behind. Our study of the corpse has provided some interesting data. So we're getting a lot of stored science. We're not actually getting ongoing science, which is a bit unfortunate, but it should be okay. We also currently have 125 influence, and we are earning 5 per month. There was actually just a patch to Stellaris this morning, now that I think about it, that added, I believe, an Ascension perk that gives us potentially... where is it? Might be one of these. Machine World, Synthetic Age. I don't see it in here. There was one that I read in the patch notes, though, that gives +5 influence per month. I was sure it was an Ascension perk. But maybe it was something else. Maybe it was a tech or something like that. It's possible. Or maybe it was just a random tradition, like a finisher effect. Let's see. War Doctrines, Buildable Pops Resource Production. That would be nice. That would increase our monthly influence by 1. Okay. I'm not sure where exactly it was. I know I read it in the patch notes, so it's in here somewhere. Maybe it was a tech. I'm not exactly sure. I thought it was an Ascension perk, though. So we'll go ahead and send these guys up all the way up here to Arrakis. I don't think there's anything in Exilian. I'm not sure why we're heading here. Maybe there were pirates that we just don't detect? I guess we're about to find out. They are currently almost ready to jump. They also cleaned up the fleet view, which is super nice. They're now categorized by size rather than by ship design. So it's just corvettes instead of like this version of Corvette and this version of Corvette. Station. I guess there were pirates here. Goes to show how much I remember. By chance, we stumbled upon a faint alien signal during the survey of this planet. The source appears to be a small object in orbit. The signal contains no message. Could it be a distress transponder? Wait your turn, pirate station. We will get to you In fact, we have just gotten to you. The Legion 02 has destroyed a pirate station in the Exilian system and recovered its strongroom module. Excellent. Free resources. And it looks like they took a little bit of armor damage, but they're largely doing okay. Excellent. This science ship here is headed all the way up there. Let's bring them back to research the projects in that system. Complete. There we go. And you finish your construction in Tiam. Go ahead and build yourself some research stations and some mining stations. Excellent. Ancient Life Pod. Didn't we already do that? Well, this is the reptilian version anyway. An abandoned life pod was detected in close orbit of Yatla 4. It is covered in scorch marks, presumably from where the pod's mothership exploded, and preliminary scans suggest it was built more than 5,000 years ago. The crew of the ESS Elucidator managed to open the pod, revealing the withered remains of a reptilian alien clad in a resplendent uniform. Clutched in one of its claws was a small picture of another individual from the same race, possibly a mate or revered leader. Interesting. Onward we go. These guys are going to head all the way up here and tangle with these mining drones. They are probably going to need repairs after that, considering they took 4% armor damage just from those pirates. Bit unfortunate. We do want to deal with this Ether Drake here. That's going to be exciting to deal with. Very exciting indeed. It's just going to pop everything that we've got as of right now. We're going to need at least probably a fleet strength of 30k or so for that to happen. We can also go ahead and settle a new world. We are making energy credits now, solidly. So that's excellent. Now that our external acquisitions area finished up. +2 to each resource reprocessor we have, so that's super good. We could have this also be an external acquisitions area, but for now, I kind of want it to be a nebula refinery. So we'll keep doing that. That should be fine. Looks like we can upgrade this physics lab here. We'll go ahead and do that. And we do need a new colony ship out pretty soon, so we'll go ahead and get one of those out. Where are we going to settle next, though? That's the question. Here's a size 24 continental world. That would be a decent battery world, actually. Size 21 desert. Low gravity, poor quality minerals. This has, energy credits and physics output. There's no real science here other than these. I think this is our target here. This is our battery. An ancient orbital shipyard drifts in silence above this world. It has suffered significant battle damage, and entire sections of the facility are missing. Well, go ahead and take a look at it. How are we doing on our precursors? Seems like we found a number of them. Oh, and we've got this happening too. We sent a construction ship here, didn't we? Yes, we did, and they will in fact get there in time. Sweet. Okay, so we were looking at our precursors. Looks like we found 4 out of 6 Arassian artifacts. Okay. Not the worst. Not the best either. So once you are done here, looking at these other border systems, we're going to be best to come up here and grab Exilian next. And we are going to be fighting these drones. So in we go. We'll take care of them.
Fleet action underway.
We don't have a leader on this. Okay. We should have a leader on this fleet. I'm pretty sure we do have an admiral. Let's see here. Leaders. We do. We just didn't assign him. Oh boy. While conducting their survey of Yatla 3, the ESS Investigator detected the remains of an automated shipyard in orbit. It is at least 1,000 years old and seems to have been subjugated to a heavy missile barrage, but one of its manufacturing bays is still in working condition. Science Officer Unit Y1 is confident that power can be restored to the shipyard, but it would require a significant project.
System reconnaissance
let's go ahead and take a look at it. We might as well do it. This requires a construction ship. Okay. So that would be this construction ship that would go and research the projects. There we go. And as far as our fight with the drones go, I don't imagine we're having much problem here. No, not really. There we go. And the drones are dead. We did take some hull damage and some armor damage. And the next place where we can really go take out enemies would be up here. So we'll go ahead and have them head on back home to repair. In fact, we'll send them all the way back to 0, since while they're docked there, they cost fewer energy credits. Excellent. And we can upgrade this building. And so we shall. There we go.
System reconnaissance completed.
Now, we did have, I believe, this ship coming back here. Yes. Okay, we'll go ahead and research that as well. And then hopefully he'll go find some stuff up there. That would be for the best. I still can't believe we haven't run into anyone other than the Hifnar Chroniclers here. That's a little bit surprising. In fact, more than a little bit surprising. It's very surprising.
Special project complete.
We managed to stop the excavator before it broke down. It's a remarkable piece of machinery, with a smooth surface covered in diamonds. At first glance, the whole drill seems like one solid piece, but it's simply so well put together that you cannot notice the grooves and joints. Our engineers will be able to reverse engineer some of this technology. Excellent. Deep core mining, plus 40%. Which finished deep core mining for us. Excellent. Mineral processing plant 2 would be very, very nice to have. So we'll go ahead and grab that. We can also upgrade many of our mining facilities, and so we shall. Like so. Excellent. Very, very solid. We do almost have our colony ship done, and I'm kind of thinking that we just largely ignore tile resources here, just because of the energy credit and physics output increases. Like, we'll still have science buildings here, here, and here, but everything else here, I think we'll probably put towards energy production. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. We are earning a decent number of minerals. We can always have somewhere else be a mineral processing world. So let's go ahead and go over there. Like, for example, not really that one. That's a starship graveyard. I mean, if it was bigger, this would be a pretty decent world. This is actually a really nice system over here. Size 21 and size 23.
System reconnaissance completed.
Neither of them have any special bonuses. Yeah, both of those would be good mineral worlds. We'll probably settle that next, but we need the energy first. We are having a bit of energy difficulty still, but we'll get there. A vessel of some kind has crashed into the surface of this asteroid. Wreckage from the craft can still be found within the impact crater. Well, we'll take a look at it. In we go. And apparently my phone is going off, which, again, I was under the impression it was off. And now it is off. Excellent. I don't know who was calling from Florida, but I don't want to talk to them right now. We have uncovered some form of alien vessels. They have been flagged as Tau aliens. Let's investigate them. We may have finally run into someone. Where? Where would we have run into them? I don't see any Tau aliens. But we're going to go ahead and research them. It'll finish in a month, so right now. After successfully translating their language, we have established communications with the Authority of Mishri. Diplomatic channels are now open and all hostilities have been terminated. Excellent. We gain 50 prestige and we meet these guys. Oh boy. They are a military dictatorship. They're hegemonic imperialists. And they are monkeys, space monkeys. I bring greetings from the Grand Marshal Fawn Nick, the undisputed ruler of the Authority of Mishri. We wish to learn more about your species. Which martial techniques do your warriors employ, given your fascinating biology? Well, we don't have biology. We are robots. We have engineering, and you are an idiot. And the voice just kind of developed over reading that. But that's now these guys' voices, I guess. Target identified. Seek and destroy. Where are they? Oh, they're all the way over here. Okay. They closed their borders. Do we have an automatic initial border status closed? Yes, we do. Okay. Excellent. Let's take a look at these guys. They are equivalent. Their fleet power is inferior to ours. Their naval cap and technology level is equivalent. We could probably beat them if we were to fight them, but they're so far away that I don't really see a point in fighting them until we have borders. So we'll just keep doing what we're doing for now until we meet somebody else. Which will happen sooner rather than later at this point. Now that we've met these guys, we're probably going to start meeting the guys that they've met. Crashed ore freighter. After identifying an anomaly in the gravity well of TFL 728, the ESS Investigator has discovered the shattered wreckage of an ancient ore super freighter buried deep within the asteroid's crust. It must have carried a full load when it crashed, and the asteroid's mineral wealth has been revised accordingly. Excellent. +3 minerals. Okay. Well, we'll get up there eventually, I'm sure.
Completed.
There we go. And we do have our colony
complete.
ship just about here. This will put us up to 4 out of 5 colonized systems. So we're going to grab this one next, I believe,
System
just because
completed.
44 building slots. That's hard to pass up.
Anomaly found.
And it's excellent for minerals. I mean, we're not going to completely ignore tiles over here, but all of these empties will put minerals in for sure. A Class 12 asteroid orbits this moon. The small planetoid's orbit appears far too stable for its presence to be a natural occurrence. Go ahead and research that. Okay. And let's actually just start building ourselves another pair of colony ships right now to head on over here. It's going to be painful on the energy credits, but I'm sure we'll be fine. We do have our construction ship coming up here, and then we'll be taking Fact next. We're not going to queue that up quite yet, but we also have our second construction ship currently just wandering around doing these special projects
Science
up here.
Division reports a new
For some
breakthrough.
reason, someone has towed an asteroid into a stable order apparently, around Trax Offco 1A. The massive engine sections and braking thrusters can still be found on the surface, although they have long since been rendered inoperable. Whoever did this also mined the asteroid for minerals, but these operations were seemingly abandoned shortly after they begun. Shouldn't that be began? After they had begun, maybe. Seems like I made this exact comment previously. Am I just repeating myself? I think I'm just repeating myself. Let's take the 3 engineering and just go on. Natural wormhole in the Zpoc vortex system. Excellent. If only it could be stabilized. We have the ESS spawner here. It stopped moving because we did not in fact tell it to colonize this planet. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll stick it right there. Our colony, that is. Excellent. And we did finish terrestrial sculpting. There's no simple solution to the problem of macro-scale reshaping of planetary crusts. Only
System
bigger trowels and
reconnaissance
orbitally deployed drills. Orbitally is a awkward word, isn't it? Well, we get a new research here. Fleet command limit +20. Well, that would put us up to 60 fleet command with still a 30 naval cap. I think we're better off taking the Doctrine fleet support and just upping our naval cap so that we're no longer paying all of this extra. Because our maintenance is currently increased by 33% for being over our naval cap. We are currently putting in 68, so yeah, if we drop that by a third, we'd definitely be in a solid position there. Well, there we go. We are starting colonization.
Our pioneers have made
Excellent.
planetfall.
Excellent. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here, and I will see you all next time.